Uh-oh. We may have to call somebody here. Hang on. Hang on. This was coming. I knew we were going to have to do this. Man, look at that. Look at that. So pretty. It's coming along, okay? It's coming along. Ain't nobody ever accused us of being green thumbs. Just doing what we do, you know. Morning, everybody. Chad, Doss Farms. Woo-wee. Look at that. Wiener. Goozer. What's it doing? Oh my goodness. Willow. Look how big Willow is. Stand by. She's so big. Well, we're a little late this morning. I had an errand to run, which I'll show you here in a second. And then we'll go check on Blue and the rest of the cows and make sure they're all right. There we go. What do you say, pig pigs? What do you say, pig pigs? Yeet. What do you say, sheep? Sheep, sheep. Here, come over here. Will you eat right here? If I pile it up, will you eat that? Better eat quick, because they're coming. Whew. I don't think I see, yeah, he's checking buckets. I don't think I see much growth on the baby piggy movement, but they're all right. That's pokeweed, by the way. He's not bleeding. He walks underneath it all the time. So, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Sheep, sheep. Dolly, your nose is looking a lot better now that you're not eating out of this trough. That's weird. Reba, you're so sweet. So sweet. Yeah. Yep, see her nose there? It's getting better. We treated it a couple times, but she was scraping it on the trough here. So we elected to, I've been feeding them in those black bowls, but I knew better trying to throw that feed that far today because they push them every day, or the pigs push them, I should say. But it's all good. Those sheep, they don't really need that much feed. They've got plenty to eat down there. But we do want to make sure they get something. But before they get through half of it, the pigs will be all over them. Oh, little dogwood. Whoa, gee whiz, dude. Golly, Peter Cottontail, man. Look at him. Daggone, man, I'm going to change my shorts already. Whew. Yep, little dogwood. You guys say it's dormant. I say it's really dormant. Dormant and dead. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to leave it there. We'll see. Look at that cloud and cover, the view. My goodness. Oh, man. Wait. We do have a little crepe myrtle. It's not doing anything, so I'm not going to walk over there. Don't hate. Hopefully that one sticks with it. I'd like to actually trim that one into a tree and have, like, 6-foot trunk. So I'll definitely need some help making that happen. Magnolia. So pretty. Woo. Look at that one. I'll probably open tomorrow. Oh, dadgummit. I've already been somewhere and back, which is why I'm running a little bit late. But I got some neem oil that we can spray on that to keep them off. And did you guys know that Miss Ray has been spraying neem oil on all these flowers right here for like 3 months? I didn't know. She don't tell me. Actually, she probably did. I don't listen. That's a problem. I listen. I don't retain. Chickens. Chicken. Who's ready to come out and play? There we go. Bring them out. Come on. Sheriff, come on out, buddy. Hey, just tried to pick my pocket. Whew. Bird. So, due to an accident, whether a bobcat influenced it or the chickens just decided to try and hang out with the dogs in the dog pen. We lost 3 birds. Yeah, we lost 3 layers. So we're down to 10 plus a rooster, but I think it's okay. It is. We got 6 eggs yesterday. We got 4 the day before, but the 4 we got the day before would have been like within 24 hours of that traumatic experience. That usually always startles your birds, and it takes them a couple days to kind of reset. Well, this is a moment of truth. As you know, we found one of our calves, our steer calves, completely horizontal the other day. Basically horizontal upside down, passed out, seemed like he couldn't breathe. So we got him up. We got him some of his own food. We got him some of his own water. The next day, he still was kind of lethargic. So we gave him a shot of LA 300. And now I haven't seen him this morning, and I don't yet, but they're all scattered all over the place right now. Just want to lay eyes on them. Come on, Cal. Blue, look at you, buddy. Look at you. Atta boy. Woo. Just wanted to get him up here. I don't even have cubes for him. I feel bad. We'll get some hay here in a little bit. Look at the baby. That noise you hear might be somebody I called. We'll have to see here in a second. Yeah, he looks way better. Phineas, what's up, brother man? What's up, brother man? Looking swole. Looking swole. Been leaving Miss Tipsy alone. Been leaving Miss Tipsy alone. You're so pretty, Phineas. You're so pretty. Whew, down kitty. You're so pretty. Yeah, so pretty. So I'm not gonna say he's not he wouldn't have been a good breeding bull. There's a possibility he wouldn't have been. So he was a steer before he ever got here. So I know you think he's pretty, but remember, we're wanting to add some black to our herd, and he ain't gonna help with that. So it's okay that he's a steer. He's gonna serve a purpose on this farm. We're really excited about it. It's our first longhorn. It's not one that was like conceived on this farm, but it is a steer that we bought. This is what he thinks of being a steer. Most importantly, as Phineas serenades us with urination station in the background, this guy is vertical. Blue, you look so good, man. You look so good. He wasn't very happy with me yesterday, but we had to get him a shot, take his temperature. I don't know, he looks so good. I may not even take his temperature today. I don't know though, we'll see. Might be worth doing here in a little bit. That's crazy, look at this. So you guys know me, I pick stuff up like a day later and wait until somebody calls me out about it, then I pick it up. But look at that. I don't think that's deer poop, I think it's rabbit poop. And I think a rabbit came up here and tried to eat some cattle cubes. Probably that one over there that came flying out of the bushes. Woo! I'm really excited to see him vertical and standing up. That's really good. That's what we want. Well, today I finally had to give up and call for help. And I think he's on his way. Well, let me go down and show you what we got going on. I didn't think we were going to get one of these for a little while, but my buddy Brock texted me and said, I got a mini excavator. You need anything dug? And I was like, yeah I do. I need a whistle put in. Now, a lot of you didn't know what a whistle was, but it's a culvert, a drain pipe. That's just, I don't know the difference. A tin horn, whatever you want to call them, but that's not tin. That's gray poly. And according to ODOT, Oklahoma Department of Transportation, this gray stuff, you only need 6 inches of ground cover for the covered rating. So we don't have to dig as far down in order to use that. The black one, you need a whole foot of cover. This gray one, you only need 6 inches. But that's 20 feet by 15 inches. And my buddy Brock's coming to dig us a trench right here with one of his cool fancy machines that he's got. Any minute now, he'll pull through the gate and we'll get started. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm also gonna see if I can bug him to do something that's kind of silly, but it's not silly. But we got that dumpster like another couple days, and I want him to take his bucket, because he's taller with his excavator than my tractor, and I want him to smash that dumpster down with his bucket and make some more room, because that dumpster ain't anywhere near full. But when you put stuff in and you toss stuff in, it kind of builds up, and then you run out of space real quick. So anyway, before Brock gets here, let's get this unloaded. Whoa! Woo. New camera. Who dis? That dude is heavy. All right, let's pull the trailer up and get out of the way. What in the world's a Sunward?
This is
SWE35UF GM Elemental P.
This is the most premium mini excavator that you've never heard of. I compared it yesterday to a Bobcat. It's right there as far as all the capabilities and how smooth it is to run.
I'm not knocking it, and it's way more efficient than the shovel I was going to use.
Man, I just like running machines. And this is a pretty good sized machine.
For sure. Guys, this is my buddy Brock from Rock Hill. He's been here 3 or 4 times now.
Yep.
So I'm kind of on his rotation. I got to be honest. I also just threw this camera in his face. He's literally been here like 3 seconds. But Brock's got an equipment channel, and I'm on his rotation. I live close enough. Every 3 or 4 months, he hits me up and he's like, you got anything you want to smash or bury or dig or what? I'm like, yeah, come over. We'll find something. So he's always here. And I got to give you credit too. I wasn't going to do this till the end of the video when you're done, because you might do a poor job and then it's kind of pointless. But I appreciate your hustle on your channel, because about a year ago, Doss Outdoors, I've got 2 channels. Doss Outdoors was going to be more equipment minded. I couldn't hang. It takes a lot of, you really got to reach out to companies. I don't want to cut you off. You know where I'm going with it.
Right. Yeah, staying relevant is a full-time job, but what I'm hopeful for today is that I can fix your drainage problem on your driveway. That's my focus.
Exactly. But I mean, just the upkeep, don't downplay it. Don't run from my compliment. Just the upkeep of running a channel and maintaining equipment and providing viewers what you do day in and day out, something people will watch, is very difficult to do. I'm vlogging. Something happens every day. It's not hard, but keeping relevant and doing all that, I applaud it. I do.
Appreciate it.
You're one of the best at it. So if you guys don't know, his channel's linked down below. We'll probably do that little cool collab thing too. YouTube has some new feature. You'll see both of us.
I needed to pull your driveway material back so you could top coat it, but you don't have any right where we're at. There's almost no rock here, so
yeah,
that doesn't matter. Yeah.
So we stopped his top coat. He's talking about the base rock. We stopped that right here on purpose because we knew we needed a culvert. I didn't really want to tear it up, so you're brave, man.
So my thought here is to get this start of the hole about as deep as the T-post. Even if the pipe doesn't go out there, that'll be where it flows out.
For sure.
And then, since I don't know if you have like a 4-foot level or something.
Oh yeah.
When we get the pipe in there, we can lay that level on it. But for now, we'll just eyeball it and get a trench, and before we even worry too much.
That water, so just so people know, it's more of a flash flood situation. It's not like it's sitting here for weeks, but you see how this is discolored? That's how long it holds water, because it's not leaving. And we wind up with puddle for Yeah, it just fills up. So,
and from my experience, the end result will be you'll have to redo this part of the driveway 4 times a year.
probably.
Just from the water when
Yeah.
it does cross.
Well, when we get her dug and stuff, we'll add some riprap. Somebody's going to tell us what those mouth things are where you can extend them, but we'll get it. So we got to start somewhere, guys.
Where the whole thing's in frame.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah. Yeah, get my floppy leg back there.
So remember when we were filming and we had all the water issue, we noted that this second green T-post was the best spot right here. So that's where we're going to start.
So that's 15-inch diameter pipe, and it needs to be buried a minimum of 6 inches. So we've got to be a full 2 foot deep in the middle of this trench.
Yeah, and that 15 inch is the inside dimension. So
More than that.
I think he said 18.
Now, this material might not be all the same all the way through, but my goal is to separate material as I go.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned from lots of pros. That's got that red clay look.
There's a power line in there somewhere.
Right?
I'm just kidding.
Pull up all kinds of tree roots, but there's not a tree within 40 feet.
Well, remember when you were here before this wood fence? There was trees right here, man. I'm sure this is just leftover. Wouldn't that be handy to have on your farm? See, what I'm thinking is we'll lay this pipe in here and we'll put some riprap over here to keep it from like blowing out the neighbor's fence. But we want to do this before this winter because I do believe the neighbor's at least going to redo the corners, which means he's going to stretch this wire again. And this will give him an idea of where he needs to be, kind of a guide. So this is what I was curious about, was what does it look like below the drive? Because we think that the rock that's over there actually came from when they cut this road. So I'm kind of curious how bad it gets over here. If it does, it may not. This is going to be great. We needed this. Hey, I know I've mentioned Brock's channel before, but seriously, if you guys need to know more about equipment or anything like that, man, he's got videos on pretty much everything they make, and he stays on top of it. I don't know how he does it, because like reaching out to companies and working out deals just to borrow a piece of equipment for 30 days, just a loaner to make some content about, it's really difficult, and you have to build up quite the library of videos to convince them that you know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really appreciate the companies I work having faith in me and just doing it. But for him to get these companies that some of them haven't ever worked with creators before at all, and he's able to narrow them down and get some machines I've never seen, never heard of. It's pretty stinking cool. So he separated the material for me. That's our dirt that we can put back in the hole. Then there's a little bit of the top covering that he's got over there. But I think what's crazy is there's not much rocks. Like, where did those boulders come from? Because we were under the impression that they came out of this road back in the 50s or 60s when they cut this, but so as you can see, we really haven't changed material much and he's more than halfway through. What we decided ultimately was that green T-post, if you remember a couple months back, that is where, see the ground's getting real soft, hang on. It's getting real soft under him. That green T-post is where it jumped when we had all that rain a few months back. So what we're gonna do is just put it right here where we know it wanted to jump. And worst case scenario, we can always dig this out kind of where his machine is and bring this up if we need to guide the water. It's easier to guide the water than it is to figure out without a transit where to put it. If you want to give Brock props for something too, he puts a mic on me the entire time he's here, and his camera's always recording. So like if I take a phone call or I clear my throat, sneeze, any bodily function, Brock's got to find it in editing. So yeah, if you want to give him credit for anything, it's editing without knowing where things are. So yeah. And if you're watching this on Brock's channel, you're welcome for, you know, clearing my throat on camera. So I think he may be a little bit deep, but we had to start somewhere, and it's easier to put dirt back in the hole than it is to start over. But just so you know, there's a significant hump and drop right here. The camera flattens it out, but I wish I could show you, but that's a significant hill. So we'll get it sorted. Oh, lift with your legs.
Is there a left and right on this?
I'd say put the flag, go left, put the flag over there. Only because this appears to be the male end. And if we're gonna add on to it, let's put it down here.
I can turn my camera on.
Just leave me holding a big 20-foot too, no big deal.
You got this. You're me and team.
I wish the camera could reflect too. You know, it flattens everything out. I wish the camera could reflect how much lower it is over here. Like that, like the end of the neighbors, I mean. Ready? Why does that almost look better than I thought it did?
Beautiful. If it runs the right way,
Yeah.
then I can widen this all out, you know, and try to get some water to flow there. So
Yeah. I might just have to dig my neighbor a little pond over there.
So that would be level. So that end is lower right now. Assuming the pipe isn't kind of doing this, which it should be fairly rigid, right?
They said these are more rigid too than the black ones.
So right now, based on that, it's running downhill. In the span of 3 foot, we're dropping an inch. That seems like a good amount of drop to me.
Mm-hmm.
So right there is level.
So over 4 feet, you're, what's that, 1.5 inches up?
Yeah.
Give or take?
So that would mean you're dropping 3 inches per foot, which I think is pretty good.
Yeah.
I might have accidentally got it close. I didn't crush it.
Well, they did say, there was black ones and gray ones laying beside each other. And he picked up the black one and shook it, you know, and it moves all around. Got a lot of play in it. He picked this one up, and it might as well be, I'm going to get killed in the comments for this, might as well be steel.
Same thing down here. Like, this is just running downhill. Like, I accidentally might have dug it on grade. And yeah, that would be the thing if they do anything with this fence, which I could take some of this out, but I'd like to make like a basin that runs out that way.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'll have water that stands right there, but only so much, and then it'll flood out because that's low.
I see what you're talking, almost like a 40, like a Y.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
got to have somewhere to go, and so we bring it downhill over here.
This is a lot lower, guys, but they obviously put the fence kind of right on the crest. So if we can get the water past that crest, we're golden.
Yeah, because I'd say at the bottom of this where it comes out, you're right that if this fills up, you're not going to completely drain, but I think that would solve it.
Mm-hmm. But when I come over here, I don't think we can bring this up. Like, let's say we were worried about this being higher than that. If we bring this up some, I don't think it's going to collect water.
Yeah.
It's just going to sit in there.
I feel like without having a transit level, we might have the depth about right, and then we need to do the same thing over here that we were saying over there, that this needs to open up.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll be a matter of if you have a pool over there, it could be shaped a little, but I think, you know, I'm 2 foot down, probably 3 foot down from over there. All this needs is to be a V coming off of
Yeah, and we could take some of that material to your left and smooth it out this way and kind of steer that water.
From a standpoint of the right way to do something, my only concern now, my next concern is getting material kind of packed in around the pipe if we feel like it's level. Like, how do you get that material in around it tight?
Well, the good news, just so people watch, because I know I got my mic on for you still, but just so people know, when I say flash flood, it does flood off of this hill right here, but it's not like we've got a raging river. This isn't a pond dam. We're going to blow it out, in my opinion. Like, honestly, the worst thing that could happen is the water just doesn't go through the pipe quick enough, and it just jumps the driveway a little bit. But we've got to try somewhere.
I'm feeling like that we're going to have to do maybe a little bit of manual work to push this stuff in, and then kind of poke it down with the shovel to try to work a little bit of it around the pipe to make it a little better. And
I was telling Brock too, we are going to bring in another layer of top coating, and it'll start back there. Like, we're going to have whatever we put on this, there's going to be another 6-8 inches of base rock going on top of it. So with a good, nice crown. So
I feel a lot better about where we're at right now than I was expecting when we went to grab the pipe.
For
Because
sure.
I didn't expect to have a slope, and we do.
Yeah. Well, I think it's misleading because maybe you'll agree, but when you stand right here, it looks pretty stinking flat just to the naked eye, and it really does on camera. It doesn't do it justice. But
Yeah,
this is 100% higher.
I think we've probably got 8 to 12 inches of drop from one end of the pipe to the other.
For sure. Hey, you know, my first experience with a culvert was on a pond, and that was my first 3 hours with a Mini X, and it worked out. So
Yeah,
sometimes not knowing. So remember, we only need 6 inches of cover, and when we order more rock, they're going to start right about here, and we're going to add at least 6 inches because this road is really, it needs a crown. It is as flat as it looks leaving the driveway. So we actually need a crown, which would help keep this over here and move it that way. And this is the edge of the driveway. We've got a good 6 feet that way, a good 6 feet that way. Oh, I say 6 feet. It's probably more like 5.5 to be real. But you can see where we stuck the dirt on the inside of the pipe, and then we stomped it down best we could. We're not super worried with this pipe. It's just supposed to be way more advantageous. I'm sorry, way more advantages to this style of pipe. We don't know until we try. You know what I'm saying? Let me know too, you guys always see the videos where they pull the tire through the culvert after it's been filled with muck and grime over the years. Do you go ahead and lay your chain through the culvert now and leave it there? And then when it comes time to clear that culvert, your chain's already laid, because once it's laid, it's real hard to get the chain through there. Does that make sense? So I think that's what they do. They lay the chain in the culvert first, like tomorrow. And then when and if you ever need to clear that culvert, you hook a tire to the end and you pull that tire through there and it clears your culvert. And of course you put a chain on the other end of it so it goes back in. So once again, the nice thing about having Brock do this is, remember, everybody's got to start somewhere. And Brock's looking to actually kind of get into business of land services and stuff. I know he already does like a lot of tree removal, stump removal, things like that. I'm sure he's mowed a few yards in his day. But if I'd have paid somebody, especially my dozer guy, remember my dozer guy's $185 an hour sitting there. Well, in his dozer, he's $185. He's $185 an hour in his dozer, $125 in his skid steer. I'm sure a Mini X is probably the same. But with Brock doing this, he learns, I learn, we learn, you learn, that kind of thing. First thing Brock does every time he shows up is like, hey, if you see me doing something you don't want me doing, speak up, because he's trying to learn. So it's great. But as long as he keeps, I'm going to say it again just for the people in the back, as long as he keeps this higher right here, right along the drive, as long as he keeps that higher, the water's going to go to the pipe. It can't jump the road, literally, as long as he keeps it higher than the east side. Aerosol, no. Propane, yeah. This is all I wanted. My wife wanted the driveway, I wanted this.
Right? Get an extra $50 in junk in this.
Oh yeah. That's perfect. We've got one little storage unit. We just needed like that much room, to be honest. It's perfect. Well, I'm getting ready to take Brock around the property because I think I can tell you guys, I'm not sure, I don't know if it's a secret or not, but we've got too many brush piles, in case you didn't know. And Brock here is actually gonna build a log cabin. You want somebody with logs, man, I can stack them high. I've actually got them stacked high, like 6 or 7 300 foot long piles. So we're gonna jump into Can-Am and drive around and take a look. Just out here tree shopping. Hey, what'd you try? What'd you think of that?
That stuff is delicious. And for me, like, I've lost a lot of weight on carnivore diet. That's perfect.
So I gave up Monster over 2 years ago and used that to do it. Hey, so I told him, we're gonna leave the air on, it's hot. You know, we got this open air atmosphere in here. But it's okay to tell him what you're possibly building?
Yeah.
Okay, because I already told him.
Okay.
No, but he's out here tree shopping, and I said, hey man, I got a bunch of standing oaks. They're alive. Because it was really crowded back here, they're straight and narrow. So before I hire a dozer, which is gonna be a while, you might as well come back here and hand pick a few trees. So we're just out cruising around looking at them and enjoying the scenery. Couldn't do this a month ago, it's too hot.
Yeah, I'm gonna be over here bothering you all the time. I need logs.
And I need logs gone because tall trees keep the grass from growing. So I told him, I said, you can have whatever you want, we'll get it out of there. So, well, here it is. Here it is. So first off, how's it going? It's been a couple hours since Brock left. I've been editing this. I got to get it out for you guys. But before we had the wood fence installed, when we had the horse fence, no, what did we have down here? Field fence and the T-posts, water would rise up and we'd have a pond that just covered the whole area right here. And the water backed up and got trapped behind the fence. It was an absolute nightmare. It was actually going to damage the fence at some point if we didn't do this. So a couple months back, we had our dozer guy. I know I've told this story, but you might be new here. You might be coming over from Brock's channel. Who knows? A couple months back, we hired a dozer. He cut us a ditch that's pretty deep, actually. The camera just flattens everything out. I don't know if you know that. If you watch much YouTube, you'll know it because everybody talks about it. But this is a pretty significant ditch all the way down here. And then when we get a good amount of rain, see that discolored line right there? If it won't focus on my arm. Water pools up all along here. And it winds up being almost 2 feet deep because it has nowhere to go. So where it gets the deepest, we added this culvert. Brock did for me today. That's pretty awesome, man. Pretty stinking awesome. I've already messaged my rock guy, and he's going to bring us some 3-inch minus, and he's going to take a couple loads up and down here. He's going to pack this down even more for us. You can see Miss Ray went and picked up the boys, so there's a couple tire tracks. Brock left too. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. The mouth of it's right there. I'm going to clean that out a little bit. And I'm going to message my neighbor and see if he wants me to take my tractor over there, see what it looks like. You know, I can smooth this dirt out, but you can tell by looking, even without a transit. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but you can tell that that is 100% higher than this right here. And this whole area is lower than that. Water finds its own level. This is going to work. And you might be an expert and you might have put in thousands of culverts in your career. and all that good stuff. But remember, once upon a time, I called that a whistle, and maybe like 3 of you knew what a whistle was. Unless you know what a whistle is, or it's been referred to a whistle in your day, just wait till it rains. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait till it rains. Our rock guy actually said he would prefer it rain on this because it's gonna probably cause a depression as it sinks around that pipe. And when it does, then we'll put the rock on it. So I'm pretty stinking excited, man. Worst case scenario, all I got to do is probably get my box blade and just drag a little material out of there if I need to, you know, drop that level down a little bit. But I'm excited, man. That literally, if I'd have paid somebody, that'd cost me probably $1,500 to $2,000 before even the price of the pipe. And that's just nuts. Now we just need to wait for it to rain. I've actually got like, oh goodness, man. Vevor sent me like, I think they sent us 1,000 feet of landscape fabric. So we can, I want it to rain on it before I put the fabric down, but we can let the fabric, we can let the rain smash it down a little bit. Then we put the fabric down, and then we can put some riprap on it. And this will be real pretty. It'll be real rocky, nice little thing. We put some cactus in there or some kind of crazy plant that we want in there. We'll just see what it looks like, but you got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? And hey, if you got a buddy with a Mini X, worst case scenario, we'll fix it. You know what I'm saying? What people do before the internet when everybody that was a commenter was 100% right about everything to say. I don't know. You know what I mean? Busy eating. So they're all good, guys. I didn't film it because I just wanted to hang out with Brock a little bit, but we found Blue out there in the back and he's doing fine. No worries. I'm pleased, man. Everybody's healthy and happy. Hey, I appreciate you guys' support no matter what. Again, I want to reiterate, if you don't know who Brock is, go follow him. And I wanted to stress too, it's not just about reaching out to companies and things like that. Brock stays on top of what's relevant. He finds new companies that are being innovative and making things better. Because right now it seems like there's a lot of companies with these little machines just popping up out of nowhere. Brock makes sure that, you know, there's a support system behind it. There's a dealer network. So if you're looking for any kind of equipment, man, go over and search his channel, tell him we said howdy, and thank him from Doss Farms. I mean, look at how good, you can't even tell he was here. You really can't. It's awesome. Love it, love it. Brock, appreciate you, buddy. Hey, y'all be good. Don't work too hard. Don't make it weird. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.